This animated musical fantasy film premiered in February of 1950 and was the 12th feature from Walt Disney Animation Studios. The $3 million production was a massive success, earning nearly 30 times that at the box office, totaling more than just $839 million when adjusted for inflation. This was great news for the fledgling Walt Disney Company, which had seen its profits slip during the war and was on the verge of bankruptcy. Cinderella almost single-handedly saved the studio. Co-directors Clyde Geronimi, Hamilton Luske, and Wilfred Jackson adapt the then 250-year-old European folktale Cendrillon by Charles Perrault for the big screen. It's one of the most famous stories in all of literature. A beautiful servant gets some help from a fairy godmother and falls in love with a handsome prince at the royal ball. The 74-minute feature is playful and silly, containing more talking animals than human characters, but at its center is Ilene Woods in the title role, delicate and cheerful despite her awful circumstances. Beating out over 300 other girls for the part, her singing voice is equally as lovely, especially in the film's pivotal duet, So This Is Love. Similarly, a sequence where she harmonizes with herself while scrubbing the floor is wonderfully accomplished, as the dutiful maiden is seen reflected in floating bubbles. Between that excellently visualized moment and her magical transformation into a sparkly new gown, the animation here is top-shelf material. The narrative, however, is slow to get going, as the first 25 minutes play out like a big-budget Tom and Jerry cartoon, with goofy anthropomorphized mice trying to outwit the castle's big fat cat. Eleanor Audley plays the jealous and vindictive stepmother, and you can tell she's evil because she's ugly, alongside Lucille Bliss and Rhoda Williams as her bitchy little daughters. Together they make a convincing trio that's easy to hate.
These beads, they give it just the right touch. Don't you think so, Drizella?
No, I don't. I think she's... Why, you little thief! They're my beads! Give them here!
Oh, no!
Oh, and look, that's my sash wearing my sash. She can't! You little...
Oh, no, please stop!
This is mine! And my ribbon! Sneak! Take kitchen ring! Oh, you are straight!
Girls. That's quite enough.
Upset at their overbearing behavior, Cinderella remarks, "They can't order me to stop dreaming." This is inherently the central theme of this picture, that no matter how dreadful your present circumstances may be, if you wish for something, you can obtain it. These expectations may seem a bit unreasonable, especially since it's a magical deus machina that ultimately fulfills Cinderella's lofty wishes. Jimmy McDonald plays several of the animal characters, notably a pudgy little mouse named Gus who steals every scene he's in, a delightful little goofball that should have most audiences smiling with joy. The exciting climax sees the Duke of the Castle searching for the owner of a glass slipper. But I have to wonder, if these shoes fit Cinderella so perfectly, why do they keep falling off in the first place? The approved rated film has playful orchestral music typical of this era, which helps score the movie one of its 3 Academy Award nominations. Although it's particularly simplistic and predictable, this is a fun and colorful story that moves along at a relaxing pace. For better or worse, Cinderella is the quintessential fairy tale that all ages can enjoy, at least once. Here now are some of your reviews. Some mixed opinions here, but despite its age, many enjoy this enough to score it a great. This is a classic fairy tale, but almost to a fault. I thought it was cool.